Alcatel 5, one of the best phones you can get. For the price. Chipsets continue to get faster while component prices continue to fall, and the end result is that these days buying a cheap Android phone doesn't have to mean entering a world of constant lag and endless frustration. Enter the Alcatel 5, a perfectly usable Android handset that's both affordable and mostly a pleasure to use. Do you really need a dual-lens camera that can rival DSLRs? Or a chipset that's fast enough to power a laptop? Do you? Do you really? We've been thinking about that in the time we've spent with the phone. Of course there are shortcomings to talk about, which we'll get to, but every phone is a compromise of price and performance, and there's more than one sweet spot along that line. The new Alcatel 5 sits above the even cheaper Alcatel 3 and Alcatel 1 in the brand's latest lineup, so it's a budget flagship, if you like. The 5.7-inch, 720 by 1440 screen, that's the fashionable 18:9 aspect ratio there, has some mid-range punch, but the 2/3 of a gigabyte of RAM and MediaTek MT6750 chipset are the telltale signs that this is competing down at the low end. There's no dual-lens snapper on the rear either, just a single 12MP lens, though you do get a dual-lens 13MP pair on the front. The Alcatel 5 can be yours in exchange for £179.99 in the UK, around $200 in the US, and $299.99 in Australia, without a contract. Straight away that tells you what kind of league we're playing in here. The phone is going up against the likes of the Moto G6, £219, $249, $399 the Nokia 6, 2018, £229, $269, about $410 and the Honor 9 Lite, £199, about $265, about $355. We've actually seen an increasing number of phones try and hit the sweet spot between bargain basement budget and more respectable mid-range, and the competition here is as fierce as it is at every other price point. However, being the cheapest out of its main competition will help the Alcatel 5 when it comes to attracting those on the strictest of budgets. Nothing in the specs list of the Alcatel 5 is going to wow you. This phone is all about how much performance, build quality and satisfaction you can wring out of around pounds, dollars. It certainly looks the part, with a style and elegance that delights close to rock-bottom price. It ticks a lot of the boxes that other budget phones often don't. USB-C? Check. NFC? Check. A reasonably unbloated take on Android? Check. A build quality that feels like it won't fall to pieces at the slightest of knocks? Also check. Alcatel is promoting that 18:9 screen as the main selling point of this phone, and we'd certainly agree with that. It's also pushing the capabilities of the dual-lens front-facing selfie camera, which we were less impressed by, though it works mostly as advertised. One of the party tricks of the Alcatel 5 is that it will automatically switch to a wider lens when it detects a lot of friends in your selfies. That's a kind of neat tech demo, but perhaps not something you're going to be making use of a lot. Down at this price the usual shortcuts are taken: no waterproofing, for example, and a very basic face unlock as an alternative to fingerprints or pins. No memoji here. You really need to weigh up what you want from a smartphone and how much you're prepared to pay for it to get the Alcatel 5 in perspective. Storage is either a paltry 16GB or a just manageable 32GB, depending on where you are in the world. You can expand that via a microSD card, though of course that's extra on top of your purchase price. As we've said, the Alcatel 5 looks better than you might expect, with chrome finishes top and bottom, and a plastic backing that doesn't look too plasticky at all.